step aside chicken and waffles because you just been replaced with a tandoori chicken, corn fritter, and a maple situation. Let's make it happen. This dish is inspired by Chef Zubair from Top Chef season 22, and it's got about 3 major components. We've got our corn fritter cake base, we've got the tandoori maple chicken situation, and then we also have some maple components that we need to take care of. So the first thing we're gonna do is get started on our chicken. Great, I've already started the chicken actually. I've got some buttermilk in here, and then I've already started to season it with some classic tandoori seasonings. The major 2 that I would recommend you for sure add are garam masala and Kashmiri chili powder. I'll put a link to the Kashmiri chili powder that I use because I couldn't find it at my local grocery store. I had to get it on Amazon because I was not about to travel.
Wait, isn't that spicy?
Yeah.
That's too much.
But it's not super spicy, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just got a very good flavor.
Okay.
A specific pepper flavor that like paprika or smoked paprika wouldn't be able to replicate. What we're going to do is add a secret ingredient, maple syrup, because the challenge that they had was to put maple syrup. The chef,
Yeah.
great. The chef, he actually created or made this recipe based off of something that he uses in his own restaurant, creates in his own restaurant. And in his restaurant, he uses honey, but because the challenge required maple syrup, he was just using maple syrup. So we're gonna give this a mix, and thank God, I just thought about that. We need salt because we were gonna forget to salt this thing. We've got a whole bunch of seasonings, but it needs salt. So pass the salt, please. We're gonna be very mindful. I'm gonna do one more pinch that's similar to that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this a mix. And then what we'll do is just set this aside for 30, 40 minutes, and then we can batter it and then fry it. What we're gonna transition to now is the maple condiments. We are gonna start on our maple condiments. Right here, I have a small little cup of Greek yogurt, some maple syrup, and some salt. And over here, we've got butter, maple syrup, and salt. And all we're just gonna do is taste it to see if we need to adjust anything. Let's start with this one. Yum.
Good.
That's really good.
Good.
Maybe just a little bit more salt.
Okay.
And then for this one,
The yogurt.
yum. Not the biggest fan of Greek yogurt, but you know, I understand it has a place. You know, that's actually not bad.
Okay.
Indian style yogurt is a little bit thinner. So I think what we're gonna do is water this down just a little bit. And then honestly, maybe just like a splash more of maple syrup, just to make sure that that flavor does come through. And then that's it for this. We can actually get started on the next thing, which is the corn fritters. We are going to try to be ambitious. I've already dredged my chicken. It's over there, it's waiting for us. What we're going to do right here is our corn fritter cake situation. I've charred some corn. I have that right here. I'm actually using a recipe, I'll link it down below. But what we're going to do is add our flour and our cornmeal mixture to that. We've got some cheese and some scallions there. Our seasonings, pretty basic, salt, pepper, onion, garlic, nothing fancy. I adjusted the recipe that I'm using so that the flavors are a little bit more simple. So we're just gonna give this a mix. I'm gonna pray to God that's the right amount of water. Might have to
Adjust a little bit more.
Yeah. Great. We're gonna put a splash of buttermilk. That's what we're gonna do. Splash of buttermilk, just to get the consistency just a little bit more doughy, wet. I also like I said, altered this recipe, and I'm not sure if my math was correct. But you know, we just need this to barely clump together, and that's what it's
Supposed to do?
doing now. You know, if I say it with confidence, then yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Great, that looks good to me. So I've got a cookie scooper, and I'm just gonna plop this in here. We're gonna flatten it. The oil should be a little bit hotter because that's the sound we're looking for. Okay, I'll put it right there. Great, we're just gonna do a few of these, and then while this is going, we're gonna fry our chicken at the same time. So let me just finish putting this one in. Come out! Wow, that's so graceful. And then we're gonna switch and we're gonna do the chicken. Let's switch.
No, you go behind me.
Okay, fine. Hi guys. See, already dredged. The right temperature, question mark?
Drop it in, yep.
We're gonna drop them in. We'll do, what? Maybe 3 at a
Do
time.
the small ones, the small ones.
Yeah. 3 or 4 at a time, depending on the size. And we'll let them go for about 8 minutes or so until they're cooked through. That should be enough because we've cut the slices pretty thin. And then we come back, we'll be ready to plate. Now we're ready to plate, which is pretty straightforward. We're gonna put our corn fritter down first. Then we're gonna put our maple butter. On top of that, we'll put our chicken pieces, our yogurt, and then our garnishes. And now we're ready to eat it all. I'm excited about this one, guys. Let me cut us some pieces so that it's easier for us to devour. It's not gonna be cute, so I'm sorry.
Not at all.
I'm just tearing it up. You do all this hard work to make it look so cute, and then you gotta destroy it. There's no other way. All right. No small bites. This is so good.
It is.
Wow. Give me 1 second, guys. You ready?
I'm ready.
We're gonna rate it. This is really great. On the count of 3, we're gonna say our score. 1, 2, 3. 9. I think this is amazing. There's some minor tweaks I would make in order to make it better. The fritter, it was a little bit dry. I'm sure you saw that. There's just something about the texture that worked really well. So trust the process, even though it looked the way that it did. The chicken is fire.
Pretty spot on, I would think. By itself, delicious.
By itself, delicious. The one note that I have about the chicken is because the maple butter and the maple yogurt bring some fattiness and some sweetness, I think the chicken could actually have a little bit more a little bit more of the garam masala, a little bit more of the Kashmiri chili, a little bit more of all those tandoori flavors. That's my only critique of the chicken. This right here,
Yeah, low-key is pretty good.
unsung hero. Like this much,
The tanginess.
you might think is a lot. It's not. It's actually really, really good. We almost didn't make this yogurt because we thought it would be too much. It's actually really good. The maple butter is also really great. You get a huge return on your investment.
There you go.
So highly recommend. On that note, thank you for watching this episode of Recreated Kinda. Hope you got inspired to get into the kitchen and make something delicious. Now with a recipe, but with a little
intuition.
bit of intuition. We need to work on.
Doing it simultaneously.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. We got it.
But what we can say is bye.
Don't worry.
I thought we were going to do it together.
No.
Bye, guys.